Mark, I've been feeling stuck lately. I'm not learning as much as I thought I would in cosmetology school. I imagine I'd be brimming with skills by now, but it feels like I'm just scratching the surface. That's such an honest thing to share, you. I get it. Feeling like you're not moving fast enough can be frustrating. But let me ask you something. When you're in class or on the salon floor, how often are you asking questions? Not as often as I probably should. I guess I worry that if I ask too many questions, people might think I'm clueless. I hear that a lot, but let me tell you something. Asking questions isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. The best in the industry, scratch that. The best in any field are the ones who ask the most questions. They don't accept what's in front of them. They dig deeper. So what I hear you're saying is that being curious is a strength? Absolutely. Think about it this way. Every time you ask a question, you're creating an opportunity to learn something new. It's not just about getting through school or the steps of a technique. It's about understanding the why behind it all. Why does this product work on this type of hair? Why did my instructor choose that sectioning pattern? That's where the magic happens. But what if my questions seem, too basic? There's no such thing as a basic question. Let me tell you a story. When I started Live Lively, I had no idea what I was doing in terms of running a business. I asked everyone questions, mentors, friends, even clients. Some of the questions felt silly at the time, but every single time, someone taught me something really valuable. Cool story. That makes sense. But what about when the instructors don't have time for me? You see, learning isn't just about asking instructors. It's about being a sponge and soaking up knowledge from everywhere. Watch how your peers handle challenges. Observe how clients react to certain approaches. Experiment on mannequin heads. And don't underestimate yourself. Ask yourself questions. What can I improve on? What haven't I tried yet? That makes me sound like a little detective. Always investigating ways to grow. Exactly. Be a detective, a scientist, an explorer. When you stay curious, you're constantly pushing the boundaries of what you know. And here's another tip. Don't wait for the perfect moment to ask a question. If you're curious, ask right then and there. Okay, but sometimes I feel like I should already know the answers. Like, shouldn't I be further along by now? That's a tough but important question. The truth is, learning doesn't have a timeline. Everyone grows at their own pace. What matters is that you're growing. Think about it. The hairstylists you look up to, the ones who seem to know everything, they all started where you are now. And I can promise you, they've asked thousands of questions along the way. So I shouldn't compare myself to others. It's about staying curious and finding my own path. You've got it. You're building your unique journey. And let me add this. Being curious isn't just about technical skills. It's also about building relationships. Ask clients about their lives, their preferences, their hair history. The more questions you ask, the deeper the connections you'll build. That sounds amazing, but also a little intimidating. What if I mess up or ask the wrong thing? That's part of the process, you. Sometimes you'll ask a question that leads nowhere, and that's okay. Every mistake is really just a step forward. The important thing is that you're trying. Remember, growth happens outside of your comfort zone. I never thought of it like that. Instead of waiting for someone to hand me knowledge, I can go out and get it myself. That's what I like to hear. Curiosity isn't just a skill, it's a mindset, and you've got what it takes to thrive in this industry. Wow, I'm starting to feel really excited about this now. Yes, and here's something else to keep in mind. Curiosity is contagious. When your peers see you asking questions, they'll feel more comfortable doing the same. You can inspire a whole culture of learning just by being brave enough to ask. Thank you so much, Mark. I'm going to show up to school tomorrow with a whole new perspective. Watch out, world. I'm about to ask all the questions. I have no doubt you will. Remember you. Curiosity is your greatest tool. Use it, and you'll go farther than you ever imagined. Thanks, Mark. You've totally changed how I see things. Anytime. Now go out there and live lively.